So here it is, Arctic Leopard. So this is the 20 kilowatt version. You can see the suspension. Actually decent. It looks well built. It looks sturdy. Wheels, all right. I think they're gonna be, solid. You have a floating disc, decent brake. They actually work pretty well also. I was impressed. Rear wheel is tubeless, just like you would see on the AM. So this is good. Suspension, it's a monochoke obviously, but it's a fully adjustable HT suspension. I played with it. I find it a little bit soft, but yeah, I guess you can work on it. I still have a little bit of adjustment, so I'll find the sweet spot. It doesn't have linkage, so yeah, it's not like the AM that has a full linkage. This one is just like a suspension frame to swing arm. Same goes for the front. Fully adjustable, compression and rebound. Their rear brake is a single pot, front is a twin pot. So that's good. It's good enough for a trials bike for sure. Motor-wise, I just unplugged this so you can see it, but it's a QS motor basically. So we didn't invent their own one. It's a QS motor, and this here, the computer, it's a far driver, so it's not something I dislike actually, because you can play with the mapping, you can play with all the modes, you can play with everything. So this is actually pretty good. I think a lot of people are gonna like this bike. As you can see, I have an electric motion as well, and I know everybody wants to compare them, but after riding both a little bit, I can tell already they're not the same. I mean, not that it's a bad bike, not at all, it's a great bike. It's just that it doesn't feel like a trials bike. It feels a lot heavier, the weight is differently placed, but it's also a lot more powerful, like really more powerful. It feels more like this is the 20 kilowatt version. It feels like a 450, like a modern 450 for KTM, on the whatever you want. It's the power is similar. So, and the weight also feels more like it's more upfront. So compared to the Escape, or if you prefer the E-Pure as well, has a really light front end. So it's really easy to do wheelies and control. This is a different story, but it's not a bad bike. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, it feels completely different. Like the first thing that came in my mind was, this is gonna be an insane supermoto bike. Like, you put SM wheels on that, it's gonna be so mean. Like, it's crazy, and the engine makes like this crazy sound. Like, I'm gonna do a video later on about that. It's really impressive. So yeah, they've put also, you have this weird alarm system on it. I'm gonna show you later, but it's so every time you want to start the bike, you press on that key, and then you have to press this to start it. You turn the throttle, it makes this beep, and then you press it again, and it's good to go. And so this is your mapping switch. So you have 1, 2, and 3. It has a reverse. To activate the reverse, you press on it, twist the throttle, just go really slowly because it can go really fast. And I would recommend put it in first when you go to reverse, because as soon as you release the reverse, it pulls forward really hard. And this bike is really powerful. Like, I know It's hard to imagine, but it's probably more than 4 times the surround. Like it's not a beginner's bike, not at all. Like you need experience. You need to know what you need to have experience on powerful machines. Like it's maybe if you get the 10K, it's a different story, but the 20K, 20 kilowatt is really powerful. So yeah, here it is. If you have more question, you can ask me in the comments. I will be happy to answer.